Get this bread. Aren't you guys so excited? It's ADCC. Trials. East. Day 2. I can hardly contain my excitement. Can you? Oh my god, I've never been so happy there's fucking daylight savings time. Anyway, let's get fucking hyped. You're watching the Grappling Hour. What's up, everybody? Good news. They just decided to start whenever they feel like it. It was supposed to start at 10 a.m. sharp. Guess what it is? It is 10:20 on East Coast time. The best coast time, it is 7:20, and I have never been more excited about daylight savings, as I just mentioned in the cold open. Let's talk about what's going on right now. They just decided to go all 3 mats at once, which is strange because you would think you'd go mat 1, 4, 5, but instead they brought back the dreaded mat 2. Hopefully they switch the cameras. But mat 2 is dead to us. Speaking of dead to us, Keith Krikorian is on mat number 5. Is that what this is? This is so strange. There's only 3 mats, but they're still calling it mat 5. So, whatever. Keith Krikorian is going up against Sojo. Yana Grippo is taking on Dovadog over on mat number... I want to call it 1, 2, and 3. Because there's only 3 mats going. And more of the beautiful casino rug allows you to watch along as Tagalog is taking on Cruz on mat number 2. What are we referring to this as? I really don't know what any of this looks like. But Keith Krikorian putting on the press. There's only 1 minute and 50 seconds left in this match. Keith is probably going to be going aggressively to score some points here in a second. But Dovadog is actually 3-0 up on Grippo. So there is 1 minute and 33. Oh, shit. Grippo just got 2 points, I believe, for a pass. Keith did go and ended up. Did you get the mount? He passed the side control? Okay. Because I usually think mount's the one that gets you 3. Is he working on that? Oh, Keith's. I think he might. Is it north-south that Keith has right here? He loses it, but maybe gets an arm for his troubles, trying to bring over the knee over the head, but instead follows continuously on Sojo. Meanwhile, back up on top at mat number 2. That's what we're just going to call it at this point. Tagalog and Cruz putting on a very, very good match to begin with. Tagalog is at 2 points above. Cordova does not have 3 points. They fucking fucked that up. Yeah, guys, I know. It happens every once in a while. Yeah, Keith is trying to choke a motherfucker right now, and this is looking pretty solid. The issue is it going to be enough? If you've ever rolled with Keith, you know that he's able to put on a surprising amount of strength, and now starting to lock it in. 30 seconds, not content with just winning by points. Keith Krikorian trying to assure his ticket to the next level of 8. I think within the next 23 seconds, we should see him advancing. Dovadog looking for a heel hook on Gianni Grippo, who puts down one of the legs. Oh, do we see an armbar happening over on this way? Over on, is that Matt? Oh, nope, that is, guillotine. I see an almost tap by Cruz, who manages to posture up, and Tagalog is very close to getting a win, but he's got to be very careful about getting past. I don't think that's going to be enough time either way, but Keith Krikorian does pick up the win and is looking great. Congratulations, Keith Krikorian. Cheers to you. This toast goes out to our good friend Keith Krikorian, who, oh, wait, he didn't get a submission. He doesn't get shit. All right, fuck that. This is just for me, then. I'll say this, though. Gianni Grippo wins by points on Dovadog, and y'all need to be up on Dovadog. Dovadog has been continuously putting out really, really, really good matches. So him, Grippo, Tagalog, and Krikorian all advance, which is beautiful to see. So it does seem like we're starting at the 66 to begin with right now. You're good. It's you can tell that this operation's a little more wheelhouse. We valued sleep over preparation today. and we didn't. I could still use more. I think the worst part of watching these things back, Octavio, is looking to see how tired my face looks at different parts during the show. Because there's a lot you can do with cameras and trickery, but you really can't fuck that up too much. Okay. Okay. Yep. Oh, dude, they're wiping that shit down. This is yeah, 2, 3, and 4 doesn't make sense. I'm just gonna call it 1, 2, and 3. Ah, fuck. Fine. 2, 3, 4. You know what I gotta do? I gotta do. Fuck this. I'm gonna put in the browser 2, 3, and 4, just so I can help these people. Doing my best to make sure you guys are informed, you jerks. All right. Flav is working through a scramble, gets his way back up. Oh, this Martinez kid. This has been this little Tasmanian devil. I've been a huge fan of this kid on mat 4. Oh, he's been great. And let's see over here. So Cole is on mat number 3. Let's call it that for whatever reasons. But Kalstein and him, that's a good match. Kalstein is always just a monster in terms of production output, the way that he likes to go and grapple. Always exciting to see. Martinez, he was trying to roll underneath to take the back, does not get it, but instead now putting Depresh, Flabe trying to sweep him with a Kimura here, or at least a straight armbar. It's looking valid to get the sweep. The problem is, I think that this kid, Martinez, just allowed him to now take his back from that, but this is restricting some of his movement. Martinez's secret weapon this whole trials, just by continuous movement. And he might just get a leg lock from it. He's very, very fun to watch. They've already been putting highlights of that guy up on all the major channels, so you can see why. Mellet and Eddie are taking place again on mat number 2. In case you're wondering, Flabe almost for a second with a back take. Instead, now getting pressed down by Martinez. This is going to be an interesting match. I'm going to tell you guys to keep an eye on it. I think that Flabe is probably doing the most to initiate stuff, but Martinez's movement and counterpunching is something to behold. He did. Nah, it doesn't get points till the midway part. But speaking of submission threats, though, John Kalstein looking to attack the legs here, and Cole not giving a fuck, trying to respond back with his own leg lock. But this is where Kalstein wants to be. Like, Johnny is super good at this. Of course, John, an esteemed EBI winner from the past. Martinez might be taking the back now. Ramirez was, I always want to call him Flav, but because that's what he stupidly refers to himself as. Ben Eddy, working from his guard. Surprise. Yeah, he might be. I think you're got a great call on that. Flav is working on a leg lock on Martinez, which might be a way to restrict some of the movement. Martinez, for the first time, looking very concerned. This is mat number 4. Just to let you know the submission threat that's happening over on this side. But Martinez's legs, I've just wondered if that even is a hindrance. I think he figures he's stuck right now. He does. You are right. Yep, I see a tap happening up on mat number 2. This cheers goes on out to friend of the show, Ben Eddy. Congratulations to you on a successful you being you. Should really just call that the Ben Eddy teen or something, right? Of course, he's not like Mikey Musamichi, who's to name something the Mikey lock that we've seen before. Shade. Take that, Mikey. You know the worst part is Mikey, if he did see this, would write a strongly worded letter to the editor. Yeah, to me. Fix the signal. Okay, cool. Beautiful to see. I'm going to remind you guys, if you want to give us a like and a share, we will give you a toast on air, just like we did for our good friend Benjamin Edward. for doing some good jiu-jittery. Very proud of him. All right. Meanwhile, back up at mat number 2, Juni versus Benyon happening. And Martinez versus Ramirez miraculously still has no points. Maybe because the referees don't have enough time to see them in a stalled position. Could be it. I also realized I did not cut a promo to tell people that we are live, so I will take care of that in just a second. But, oh, Flabe trying for the legs. Martinez, Tasmanian deviling his way out of it. Back up on top, Kalstein, and is that the best way to describe this kid?
I just love how he just dives straight on it. Doesn't really care if he's going to land.
When you're that small, you literally just figure, you know what, I don't give a shit. You have to deal with all 125 pounds of my body falling on top of you. I don't think this kid makes the 144. I don't even think he's actually at the 145 like weight.
That's the lowest weight possible. Right?
That's the lowest weight possible. I think this kid's maybe about $130.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's using it to his advantage for extra.
I mean, listen, dude, do what you
He has
can.
a lot smaller limbs, you know?
Yep.
So it's harder to get a really good grip on these guys.
That is true.
They slip out easier because they have little tiny legs.
It is. And I think that's part of the reason why it's hard to fucking heel hook the kid. Oh, Cole gets 3 points. He will end John Kalstein's day. Oof. Two no rash guards, 2 wins. You just heard me talking from the past. I want to thank you guys. If you are watching along with us, do us a solid. Give us a like and a share. We'll give you a toast on air. It's that easy. And they're going to go to overtime for Martinez and Ramirez. And Cole, just a monster. Johnny, a little disappointed with himself, but I think when he gets back and watches the tape, even though it's been a while since he's been in major competition like this, he should be pretty proud of what he is doing. So, love that kid. Cole's looking like a monster. All right, here we go. This is me cutting a promo real quick. So, hey, everybody. Let's get this bread. ADCC, day 2. Trials. Join us. Only on the Grappling. It might be backwards. Anyway, go to the link right now. Join us. And tell us who you think is going to win. See, look at that. Professionalism. Cutting promos while also being on air. Name someone else who can do it. Don't name anybody else. That would make me sad. But it's mostly me because nobody else is doing this shit. So fuck y'all. And for free. Hernandez versus Corby. All right. Oh, yeah, okay. I know these kids now. Sometimes it takes a second. This kid's trying to crab roll to take in the back and may give Flabe. Nope, just kidding. My movement's too good. Back to 144 on mat number 4. Hernandez and Corby put on a pretty good match so far. So Juni and Benyon are going against each other. If memory serves me right, Benyon is the one that is the regular training partner of the esteemed Ryan Hall. Yep, there he is, the wizard himself. Looking bored coaching, by the way. Just, I mean, I guess I would be too. No, I think he looks bored. I think he has a resting bored face. Doctor, what does your son suffer from? Resting bored face? Just never impressed with what you're doing. Great showing from John, indeed. Thank you. That is the right phraseology to say. He won't say shit like that. John will be really pissed at himself. But I've interviewed him enough to know he needs to shut the fuck up and know he's really good. And, yeah, there was an armbar that happened up on mat number 3. Devastatingness right before us. Oh, yeah, no, it's the arm. But I think that is, yeah, damn. Damn, bro. Good for him, though. That's the hardest part about always congratulating somebody. It's like, man, you did really well. Also, I'm very sorry about your arm. I'm so sorry. You're a monster. Click to watch. Or now they're going to go to ref's decision. They'll probably go with Martinez. Movement. I think the unfortunate part about Ramirez's game, and I mean, not to his discredit, but I think because Martinez looks like he's initiating so much more, that may play a role. Plus, if you're one of the judges, you're probably looking at this being like, I want to see what this little fucker can do. I always wonder if that's part of the judging criteria. And the ref is definitely excited. He's going to raise the hand of the Tasmanian Devil himself, Fava Flabe, looking a little disappointed. But like I said, man, I think that sometimes judges look at something like this and go, I want to see what this fucker does the next round. Yeah, you go on, kid. I want to see you. Woo! Sanchez returns versus D. Smith. All right. Sanchez Smith, we're now going into the negative 77 degree category. He's a Murillo. Yeah, no, that's junior. Okay, got it. It's taking me a second here, people. I'm waking up in the mornings, figuring out a real Vanessa Carlton song. Nobody? 1,000 Miles? No. All right, fair enough. White Chicks. Terry Crews singing, making my way. Okay. I can't sing the rest, otherwise we get flagged on YouTube, so I'm not going to do that shit. Mat number 4, empty. Mat number 2, not being a problem. Speaking of which, I need a Sharpie. Do we? I think I have one. It's right here. Dummy. You left it here for yourself, you smart guy from yesterday. Sanchez gets to mount. We're not in the point section, but... Oh, you're right. He is. I think but I couldn't tell if his opponent just re-put him into half guard. Guys, today's conspiracy board, we're going to start with this. Yesterday we were talking about flow grappling sucking and why Mat 2 sucks. Today we're going to talk about daylight savings. Why do we do this? Why do we arbitrarily say, you know what? Let's give ourselves or take away an hour every year. In the past, I have heard people say it's because of farmers. Fuck farmers. Y'all don't give a shit. The majority of us aren't farmers, and we're catering to their every whim. So I'm going to say step number 1 on this one is what do we attribute as the problem for daylight savings? Like, who's behind daylight savings, Octavio? Let's start with the obvious. I think we all know it. Big time. Actually, no. Still, Big Acai. Big Acai has been a culprit for a number of things in this industry. So we're seeing that. Oh, speaking of which, Sanchez has a rear naked choke. It's looking solid. Ah, shit. We should have toasted that other dude. Hey, to that other guy who won, congratulations on that armbar. I'm very sorry. Yeah. Cheers. I'll come back for a name. But, hey, Sanchez, win so I can toast you. Man. So just to let you know, in 3 hours, people are going to show up for open mat. So we're hoping we're done. But if you guys hear sounds, it won't be too dissimilar to what we did yesterday for the UFC. So they're that. Rotolo on mat number 3. Took me a second to figure out who that might be. But yeah, Sanchez flattening him out, dude. You know, Sanchez is flattening him out worse than Eddie loving Flat Earth. I just wanted to shoehorn a Flat Earth joke. It really didn't make too much sense.
Next bout coming up on Mat 2 is going to be PJ Barge versus Stephen Ramos.
Ooh, PJ Barge and Ramos. That's going to be one to watch. Uh-oh. Yo. Rotolo in some danger here right now. He's been rolling out, and yeah, he's one of the people who can say, I know I'm looking bad with this heel hook here, but maybe I can use it as an opportunity to take someone's back, and he's very close to doing it. Sanchez still hunting for that rear naked choke that is happening before you on mat number 3. Mat number 4, you got Cade Rotolo. Mat number 2, they are trying to figure out who wins this referee's decision. So that is what we have going on for us today. If you guys have any notes for who you think is behind.
Nice smother there.
Light bulb salesman? What is light bulb salesman,
That's
Wes?
who's the part of
The
the
daylight
conspiracy.
savings?
Yeah, people that were selling light bulbs. I
All
get it.
right,
Big light bulb.
all right, big light bulb.
Big bulb.
Bulb sales people. Not how do you know it's a salesman? Thank you. Jesus, Wes, sexist. You can tell that's going to happen with Wes. Dr. Wes, I'd like to see your credentials. Okay. PJ, Steven Ramos, Matt 2, which should be Matt 1, but whatever. Sanchez racking up those 3 points quite nicely, while at the same time making life miserable for Smith. This is, here's why I like this match on number 1. Advantage, obviously going with PJ. But Steven, again, has represented on the world stage for grappling. He's an excellent jiu-jitsu practitioner in his own right. He trains under JT Torres. And I think I see in the background Sean Applegate, who's coaching PJ. Now, this is an unusual place for PJ to be. That's usually the posture he has on other people. So what I'm trying to tell you guys, both of these gents have excellent wrestling, but they've transitioned their wrestling games into a very effective jiu-jitsu sort of, I would say game again, but I don't want to say it twice in a sentence. PJ, again, this is where I think you sometimes get the best of PJ, is you put him under that pressure of, hey, I've got a couple of your tricks too, and then you see him in those moments. Like, this is where I've seen PJ hit leg locks and really, really up his level of gamesmanship. So we'll see what he does here. Sanchez is riding out these last 14 seconds. It does look like he is going to continue on. I believe Cash was saying yesterday it might be an interesting thing to see Sanchez having to potentially go up against PJ Barch if he does get past Steven Ramos on this one. And you may wonder, why am I saying Ramos and Ramos in many different forms? I've even called him Ramos. I've heard it said multiple ways. And congratulations, Alan Sanchez, moving on to the next level. I just covered all my bases. I figure if you're going to say the name wrong, you should do it in multiple forms. It just seems like the most logical thing to do. That way when people go, you said it wrong, I'll be like, well, at one point I did, but I also said it right. I don't know which one was right. Take that. PJ Barch, underhooks, has a butterfly hook on one side. The other side is over the back hip. And Ruotolo looking to finagle a choke here. He may have it. Most people, when he gets the tap. Wow.
You got like an arm triangle in like the back?
Yes. It's impressive though, right?
It's like almost like a really good choke with an arm in.
So I'm always told that you can do those things.
Which is like a half Nelson basically, right?
It becomes a little bit of a finagled thing. But I'm told all the time by people, they're like, oh, you know you can do this. I go, I can't. Loves to see if you could. Uh-oh. ADCC style versus ADCC style. Steele versus Santos. Steele is feeling himself in this tournament, y'all. He was basically re-putting up his highlights yesterday night. And look at this. This is PJ Barch, as promised, going for that nice underhook on the leg, elevating, maybe coming up with it. I think he's going to opt to play a little bit more from seated guard here. Because now, once you're already seated, you're really not going to defer any points. But the minute you stand back up, you got to wrestle and you got to get the takedown. And knowing that your opponent has that in his wheelhouse can be devastating. And woo! Santos spearing his way into Steele and will not get the points for that because we are not in the points segment. Meanwhile, mat number 4. We are going to look down, see what we got going on. Oh, it's T-shirt, dude. Hage versus Punch Porn. Wait. Oh, no. I want to put this out. T-shirts, y'all can fucking buy a rash guard. Can we get that dude a sponsor? Can we get Hage a fucking sponsor? This dude looks like he just came from trying to surf at the beach and gave up. All right? Take that. Unless it's, yeah, it could be Majid. So. Whatevs. All right, 1 minute, 49 seconds left to go. We're at a wrestle-off in actually 2 screens here. Guillotine attempt by Cody Steele. Oh, dude, that's money. Oh, he's going to try and post on the face. Oh, he's using the Miyagi to get out of that fucking guillotine. Don't mock it till you try it. But yes, sparks flying. Now PJ is now ducking him over. They are clearly on the mats that they're sharing with Cody Steele and Fusion, which, by the way, now it does look like you get Santos, who's returning the favor over on Cody Steele. They're going to return Steven Ramos and PJ Barch back to their mats. Y'all chill the fuck out. Feel the Steel is, God, that's the worst campaign slogan that we could ever come up with. Feel the burn? No, feel the steel. Although that is the name of his porn autobiography, so. You can't get better comedy than this at fucking 7:30 a.m. Fuck you. I love it. Double underhooks on mat number 3. Yeah, PJ's not playing anymore, dude. PJ knows that he is under fire, 4-0. Looks like he's going to be able to come away with this if he can maintain that position for the entire time. And I have a feeling he will. The steel is real. No, quit while you're ahead, Dr. Coatress. Come on. Come on, you're better than that. Or are you? Yikes. I don't want the answer to that one. Punch porn. Speaking of, so what if punch porn has to go up against steel? That's a real porn off right there. And you guys can tell. So am I saying that super wrong? But it's punch porn. That's what we're calling that guy. And Barch is going to assure his way within the next 6 seconds to the next level of the game. Santos putting Steele under some pressure here. Oh, God. I like that PJ just pushed him off to be like, hey, parting gift, my friend. And then immediately goes to shake his hand as if, yeah, I pushed you. It's 5:45 here. I'm not just a head. I have a body. Oh, man. Well, Steele now looking maybe for a heel hook opportunity. Nope. Coming up on a sweep. Woo! 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this one, and they are going into the casino. Ooh. Ooh, I love Satava. That is some good shit happening for you guys. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, give us a like and a share, and I'll give you a toast on air. Just like we do for those athletes who get finishes within regulation. Today, normally we do that every day, but yesterday there were too many of these people, and I could not. Steel hook. That's pretty good. I like steel hook. I will tell you this. If you see a segment with me in the future with Cody Steele, just know that he's a bad person. We have a segment that we've already filmed that we're waiting to release. Boo. Boo. All right. We've got Satava and Hansen. Mbop Hansen. That's what the M stands for, I'm pretty sure. Mbop. Yeah. Okay, thank you. It is on mat number 2, which is really mat number 1. So back on mat number 3. They're going to put them back on over to the center. Yeah, Satava's. I know we haven't seen Satava compete a whole bunch, but he is a former winner of trials, and he is looking extra spicy at this tournament thus far in. Steele has the back, which also still applies for porn. Still works an arm drag over here. Lots of clubs and digs. I don't think either of them can see straight in front of them. They just have their head down. Yeah, of course, man. I think that Cody really actually likes having this kind of wrestling match. I think he likes this kind of shit. If you've seen him go up against other people at Polaris or on maybe Third Coast Grappling or stages like that, it says, Omar Pope, is there a place I can watch live? Yes, flowgrappling.com, unfortunately. I'm very sorry. Here's what we're trying to do for you. I'm trying to give you He might. 49 seconds. He does. And Santos is trying to make his way. He does get out of it. He was making a really good set of adjustments in between. Just to let you know, Omar, I'm trying to do this so that you don't have to order Flow. What you choose to do with your money is on you, but I cannot show you the footage. I can describe it to you like radio, but with pictures of me. This is almost as good, right? Jesus Christ. Steel is... Yeah, Steele's now going into WWE BJJ, and I kind of appreciate him for it. Yeah. Yeah, Steele's actually going to get some extra points here by going for a pin as well. And he is... Oh, no. This shit's going to overtime, everybody. And that's the worst part is that Steele probably dominated a lot of that and now still has to be in a place where overtime is happening. Oh, body hook. Oh, no. Giving up the back. Oh, no. Headlock. Oh, God. And Steele has a great waist lock here. He's going to try and start angling, weighing him down. Just gets shucked off, probably due to attrition. Santos was... Well, yes, of course. But these are two LXB athletes, so LXB is probably the saddest right now, but also the most proud of two of their athletes. So there is that. Steele, oh, dude, I would not put my hand like that far back. That is a choice. Eek. Yeah, Steele is already working to take the back again. Yep. I don't know what's worse, having to work out of a submission from Cody Steele or the process in which he is trying to make a submission happen on you. It actually looks more painful to go through the process of him getting to the submission than being in the submission. So, there's that. Woo! Still needs to watch his legs here. Yep, some good inversions. He's going to go with a half Nelson, power half Nelson. Jesus. Yeah, dude, Cody, you are mean. We're going to go right back to all of the steel puns that we have. Wes, what steel puns do you have? The steel is real is still the worst thing you've said. I'll just be clear about that. Oh, no, buggy choke underneath from Hansen. And Satava has no time for it. Says, fuck off. Maybe working toward the back at this point. 1 minute 52. He's ahead 6-0. Back on mat number 3, Cody Steele is just, man, he is definitely dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight. Pierre? Yep. Pierre happening right now. Oh, God. Danny Myra has done the quickest. It wasn't even a guard pull. It was a side fall to fucking guard. Satava is on the back, as I had assumed he would be. We don't have points for him yet, but give him time. Ugh. Look at this. Yeah, but Cody... I think that Cody has made a pretty convincing argument he's winning this. Jesus Christ. All right, Satava now racking up the points to 12 on mat number 2. So Danny Myra and Pierre on mat number 4 is going to be something interesting to watch. The Bolo Bro himself trying to take the back by, you guessed it, a Bolo, just not in the gi, which can be more difficult, but these guys make it look easy. He almost did. Yep. These guys are foolish. Pierre looking on the foot, has a straight foot lock, and is just trying to put some heat on it to make him feel bad. But Santos and Steele have a true admiration and respect for one another. Good for them. Steele already kind of knows he won.
But I wonder how much...
Oh, Pierre. Pierre got the submission. Hey, listen. And Satava with 1 second. Wow. Wow, okay. Here's what we'll say. That is my favorite Batman movie. Yeah, it's a fucking... I still like The Dark Knight better, but it's up there. Yes, Cody put on a showdy. Is Dr. Coach Wes proving that he did not get his advanced studies in punnery. He's not a black belt in punnery. Don't you give him that. Man, okay, let's do a cheers. This cheers goes on over to our friend Jonathan Satava. Love that you decided with 1 second left. You know what? Enough points. Submission. Cheers to you, sir. Also, my hair's better than yours, so take that. Let's. Woo! Woo! Speaking of which, yes, Iglesias Cavalcante. And then Cruz, Elder Cruz, El Monstro, is happening on mat number 2. So there is all of that happening. You know, I realized I didn't put in our food order. I should probably take care of that. Here we go. T-shirt guy did advance. So I don't think that's just anybody. That's somebody that we know in the jiu-jitsu community and love. So congrats to him. Tackett has Cavalcante in his guard. And I think Tackett is a monster. Cavalcante is just, he's a very wily vet. So this is going to be a big test for him. But Tackett recently took on and beat one Paul Harris over in the Brazil. Ended up rupturing a little bit of his rib mid-match. But then was just like, I can't continue. But I had fun. That's how he is. And you know what's great is Steele and Tackett are this unbeatable pair. If they really want to do a tag team jiu-jitsu match justice, they should get those two. I don't know who would go against them, but I think those two are two of the most entertaining grapplers, bar none. So, just saying. All right. Cruz Vankura. Vankura sounds like a bad Mexican restaurant you don't go to. You'd be like, ooh, have you been to Vankura? Nope. It's across the train tracks. Don't go across the train tracks.
Mason Fowler versus Brian
Oh, Mason Fowler. Yesterday, he was in a place, my friend. Yesterday, he wanted to let people know. Ooh, do you get a free item? Free item if you spend $18? Yes, please. And this is from Toasty Breakfast Burritos. Classic. Your choice of ham, bacon, or sausage with tots. Bacon, indeed. Free with $18 purchase. Ugh, that's not happening. All right. Cruz, Tackett, and Mason. Probably the favorites in all three of those matches. But as we've learned, anything can and will happen. Armbar. Armbar possibly from guard. No, not enough here just yet. Mason forcing his opponent, Giorgio, to pull guard and play from there. So already we are off to an excellent start. May I repost my horrible plug? Of course you can. Like that people are asking me if they can repost their shit that they appeared on my show with. Yeah, of course, you were on my show. That's all you have to do. Just give us some credit. Mason Fowler having a hard time get back up, but you're about to find out, Gregorio. Mason Fowler flexibility is not as advertised. All right. Cavalcante in Tackett's guard. We'll see how he's able to play from here. Scrambled bacon. I love when they always ask you on these things if you want to add anything else to it. It's like, nah, dude, the bacon is what I'm here for. 2 promotions. Boo. All right. Tackett might be in on a heel hook. This is the way to go. This is the way to beat Cavalcante. The problem is I don't know that it's 100% secure, but he keeps rechambering on the leg. And again, I think sometimes what Tackett may not have in 100% finesse, he more than makes up for in attrition. So even though this leg attack is a little wobbly, it's still a lot to deal with. And who the fuck is fixing the camera? What the shit? Why do they? It's the night vision yesterday. Then today, it's just wash the scene out. Yesterday, we made fun of them for not correctly white balancing their shit. And today, I'm like, you know what? Don't. Don't do anything. Add one free with $18 purchase. Ooh. Okay. You know what? I'm going to add we're going to get an extra bacon burrito. We can give that to Boss Man. I'm pretty sure he's going to be like, why are you giving me this? I'm going to be like, bro, we just got it for free, man. Look at that. 3 breakfast burritos for the price of 2. Go to checkout. I think I will. All right. Matt 2. Elder Cruz ahead 4-0. No surprise there. Mason Fowler. Mason Fowler is under a little bit of trouble here. Giorgio was looking to pass, but Mason keeps him at bay. Tackett now has a better leg entry, at least on this point. He tries to invert to spin underneath it, but comes right back to it. There is a heel hook here. Cavalcante looks like he's composed with it, and Tackett uses a leg lock entry as an opportunity to try and take the back, doesn't get it. But speaking of taking the back, Mason Fowler has a back on his opponent, Giorgio, on mat number 4. No, thank you. And yup. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the card. And then we are going to have delicious food in a little bit here, Octavio. So, very excited about that. That's how they get you. These taxes and fees. Uh-oh. Mason Fowler starting to grit. That's how you know he's got a really good rear naked choke, and he gets the submission win. We'll do a cheers to him in a second. Next tip. Yes, that's the tip you'll get. All right, here we go. Oh. Did that change that to outside? Yeah, okay. All right. I think you'll need to keep a lookout for that. I'm not sure if they're just going to be putting it outside when they bring it. And they're going to go to overtime on the Tackett and Cavalcante match. Okay. Okay, Schwager and Ardila. And then what's happening on mat number 2? Oh, are we still on Monstro? No, Monstro 1. Okay, noted. Thank you. As always, credit to our good friend Octavio Villanueva, who is making sure we are informed. That is you. Wait. I want burritos. You can't have a burrito. I can't order one for you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look at this. Cavalcante might be in a Von Flue choke. Look at this. Oh, no. Don't be so strong you can just fucking beast me through. To be fair, this is...
It's like almost like a baseball choke from bottom.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ezekiel.
To be fair, Tackett has 3 points right now. It's considered a pass, although that was the fastest points I've seen them give out for any ADCC thing in a bit. David Aceituno, morning to you, sir. Cheers. Oh, shit, I got to do a fucking cheers to Mason Fowler. This cheers goes on out to friend of the show, Mason Fowler. You know, oh, no. Oh, dude. I feel bad for him, man. He's doing like the Elaine Bennett stance. Oh, no. Bro, how did that even happen? There was 10 seconds to that, and your opponent now knows you can't stand. Bro, you're in the no point section. This is where you need to maybe just pull guard at this point. Oh, my God. That made my knee just buckle. Oh my God. I'm gonna try and recreate it in a second here, but look at this Tackett trying to attack from the mount here. This is that classic William Tackettness. Well, I was trying to do a toast to Mason Fowler, and then hilarity was happening in front of us. Now we may be into another cheer. All right. This toast goes on out to friend of the show, Mason Fowler. Mason, listen, bro. I just want to tell you something. I know we roast you a lot. I know we make fun of you a lot, but we mean every word we say. Because you suck. Love you, bro. Cheers. Don't come after me. Oh, we're trying to get Mason to do a seminar here. I won't be here for that. Okay. I'm going to note that. It says, wait, what happened? I missed it. We all missed it, bro. We don't know what happened. And guess what? Homeboy in back who was sitting here watching, is that the Mendez brothers? Or is that Danny? It's hard to tell at this point, honestly. They start to all look alike. Hey, Tackett's got the back. He might get a submission here, even with 21 seconds in overtime. Oh, God, man. Gonzalez and Taylor is just giving me anxiety. Not a fan. Ugh. I think that's Danny, but I can't tell. These cameras are so bad I can't even get a good sense of who these people are in the background. Everybody looks the same. Ardila and Schweiger, into an interesting point. Ardila may be working on a little bit of attacking the neck here. He might get a submission. And congratulations, William Tackett. Did you say back it? Because he was attacking the back? That's... I don't appreciate that. I won't stand for it. All right. So this is essentially what I saw. I was looking around. I was wondering what happened. And it appears that Gonzalez, at the first, I want to say 20 seconds of the match, 15 seconds, immediately starts doing this dance. And I'm like, oh, no, he's not looking okay. And as he's doing it, he's like, no, I'm good. And I go, that doesn't look like you could stand on that leg. And then for the past 4 minutes, has opted to wrestle with somebody. So I don't know that I would call that the smartest of choices, but I also am not competing at ADCC trials. So what's up? Yes. Mason advanced. So we're waiting to see what happens in his next round. But Mason has made it to the round of 8. That's about it. I don't have any other news other than that. All right, David Garmo on mat number 3, who has one of the better mustaches and facial hair combinations, I think, of the folks competing this week. So props to him for being on out here. But Ardila and Schweiger, which, by the way, Schweiger sounds like a... Uh-oh, I think we got a submission here. Yes, we did. Congratulations to Schweiger, who I was about to... say, I'll just do the toast. That'll make it easier. This toast goes on out to Schweiger, dude. Hey, Schweiger, you sound like a hipster version of a studio executive telling how Arnold Schwarzenegger should say his name. We should call you Schweiger, Arnold Schweiger. I think it's going to really sell some tickets. Cheers to you. Also, I hope you don't see this because that's not a great joke. Oh, dude. And this is the dude that couldn't walk. Garmo was looking to attack the leg on Yeti Marco, which, again, crazy name. So, Chade and Albright. This dude, yeah, so some of these guys look like these aren't even board shorts. They do look like they are more swim trunks. These look like leftover promotional shorts that are from the Spider-Man series. Like, yeah, dude, we got some Spider-Man shorts. Here, take these.
What is happening on mat 1?
Mat 1 is that shit that tall people try to do with their legs whenever they don't have a submission, but they just try to throw some shit up at you and squeeze. That's what happens there. Meanwhile, mat number 4 is where some action is looking intense thus far in with the bigger boy division. Dude, these poor people with folding chairs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Danny. Every time they look like they're comfortable, these poor giants wander on over to them and they go, I got to get the fuck up. Oh, damn it.
The guy with the bad knee won.
Well, good news to him.
Leg and all.
Bad leg.
Still hobbling.
He's still hobbling. And guess what, dude? You know what your reward is? More trials. Good Lord. I don't want any part of that. Yeah, that's going to be hard. I think I see Danny limping, too. I hope he's all right. Pierre a beast, so that's a difficult thing to see.
Dale says, I appreciate that. I'm his father from Bakersfield. I watch you all the time.
Thank you so much. Mason is a good person. We love him. He's been a longtime friend of the show, and he's got to be a favorite in this. So we're rooting for him. We hope he does well. We also have friends in this in multiple divisions, so I can't ever say we're outright saying he has to win, but he is a friend, and we hope he does well. That's the nice thing that we say. Privately, though, we do say who we think is going to win. And I wouldn't say he was in the conversation, but he might be. So there that. All right. Big boy division again. Hansen, Satterfield. Wasn't Satterfield... Wasn't that the dude that beat up Emil Fisher? I think he's just got his hair tied up today. But he was the dude that fucked up Emil, which means he's a friend of our show now. Yeti Marco and Garmo still pointless. Well, that seems rude. We shouldn't call it pointless. Like, why are we doing this? But more, they have no points. They're without points. Thank you. That is a way better way of saying it than other. Well, this is pointless. Why are they even here? Negative 88K. I think right now, yeah, we're at the 99 kg plus. Which, by the way, I think is still an excellent way of telling people, like, what category are you in? 99 kg plus. Like, are you a plus size? Yes. You know, it's really not good for their self-esteem, guys. I like the back attempt here by Yeti Marco. Oh, that's right. I do have the website for this. We're going to put out notes to our friends to join us a little bit later. I'm just giving them time to sleep or get their rest in. But on mat number 4, we just got 3 points for D. Chade. And it says, K. Shatterfield beat Fisher. Yeah, that's him. No. That's what we said, right? I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we said. We just called him Emil because that's his first name. Oh, John Morgan is reporting that Ali slapped Dylan Dennis backstage at UFC 268, according to multiple people who witnessed the incident. Dennis was then apparently removed from the building. Ali was reached out to for comment, but did not comment. Fascinating. Man, that's an annoying sentence between the two of them. But Hansen, Jay Hansen, wonder if he's any relation to M. Hansen, confirming for you. Thank you, Dr. Coach West. Appreciate it. They're now in overtime for Yeti Marco and Garmo. Chade, 3-0 over Albright. I think... Ooh, not quite there. Man, that's a nice escape out of that guillotine. Oh, no. That's so sad. That's really sad when you see an athlete look like, come on. Let me see. So why else so daylight savings is also because of what other things? I'll say it. I'm a fan, but I'll say it. Batman. So here's why. I think that Batman is behind daylight savings because sometimes when you're the Dark Knight, you need a little bit of extra time to get at home. You know? You're out there cruising the streets, patrolling Gotham City. I think that Batman's like, yo, can I get like an extra hour? I'm really tie-tie. Robin is not cutting it right now. So I'm going to say Batman. One of the reasons we have daylight savings. Some of you say Batman doesn't exist. I'll say prove it. Oh, so we actually just got asked this by Neil Z31. Has John Salter gone today? Not yet, but he's about to. So stay tuned. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Adrian Nez about to come on up, everybody. That's going to be really good. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we have a finish to the match on mat number 4. Didn't see what it is. I'm okay. We'll see what happens in the next round. Garmo and Yadi Marco. Very close to a ref's decision. Neil Z31, thanks. No, thanks you, sir. John Salter is also a friend of the show. That's what happens when you do this show for so long. We know almost everybody. What happened on mat 4? I think they're still figuring out their shit there. Yeti Marco is trying to have that waist lock on Garmo so that maybe he can secure some points here and move on to the next round. No. And Garmo finds his way to Granby out of it and is trying to give a guillotine here, but the legs are not the best position. No, you just kind of cartwheeled into it and maybe gave me a hook to make things worse. It says, Jesus, that score on mat 2. Yeah. Hansen versus Satterfield is, well, we reached 30. If he doesn't get a submission, we have to cheers him. 30 points is too much. Yeti Marco steals out those 2 points with no time to spare. Man. Well, props to him. He found a way to win. All right, Jay Hansen, stop it. You got 34 points. Boo. I mean, for this trials, so far, 34 points. All right. This toast goes on out to Jay Hansen. Normally, we toast those who get finishes within regulation. I'd argue 34 points is a finish. Cheers to you. Extra coffee. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, look. Couch and Rocha. Rocha now lifting Jacob Couch like a koala, trying to very gently place him down. Here's some good news. If you were wondering where the tape went, it's all on Rocha's legs. Dude took the whole tape dispense. And then, listen, he had so much tape, Jacob Couch couldn't even use the tape for both feet. That's how much tape has been used. Got him. All right. Did something go wrong? No, it didn't. But I am going to try and go back to Flow Grappling to get up. John Salter's on. Hey, yo. Kim and Neil, thank you very much. Yes, John Salter's on mat number 2 up against other friend of the show, B. Silva. Silva is also a training partner of Mason Fowler. And we have a submission here from Jacob Couch. This cheers goes on out to the Hillbilly Hammer himself. Jacob Couch, I'd say nicer things about you, but you still haven't responded to my interview request. You saw it. Don't leave me on red. I want to interview you. Don't be a dick. I think you're good. I'm a good interviewer. You're good at jiu-jitsu. Let's combine forces. But if you ignore me again, I'm not gonna cheers you. Fuck that noise. Congrats. Salter, it says that was a quick-ass triangle. Absolutely was. Yeah, Adrian Nez. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go up against a Rodriguez boy, you probably should just pull guard. And that's not even promising. If you have Nicky Rogers falling on you, eek. Does not seem like the funnest way to spend your day. Let me see here. Silva playing from inside of guard. Actually, probably the smartest strategy for John Salter. So Salter's super good at being kind of a slither pace in terms of pressure. If you've ever seen his matches, you know that he's very, very good at containing, and that's really, really good in a format for jiu-jitsu where most people try to leg lock you. You'll see more often than not, he's somebody who's been able to stuff those attempts to get underneath him, find the leg. He's just always classic jiu-jitsu posture, which is translated so well to his MMA game. One of our favorite people to just watch, fight, grapple, whatever the shit he's doing that day, we'll be there. That's a guarantee, my friend. All right, mat number 4 has a new match coming up. We'll get you some information in a second. Nez. Ooh, Nez has like a high. Oh, nice trip there, but J-Rod is not going to fall for it. Oh, shit. You can't do that to him. He's going to go for a single leg Boston Crab on him. Nope, gives that up. J-Rod. Woo! He's now switching to a heel hook. J-Rod protecting with his own 50-50, but he's coming in for a leg lock on Adrian Nez. He just winced. That is not the person you want to really get into a leg lock battle with. Adrian Nez, very, very nimble, very adept.
Wow, the tap was on his mind.
Yeah, he was definitely thinking about it, bro. Yep, and that's the culmination of it. I mean, let's say this, though. J-Rod, great debut here at the trials. I don't think he was in the last one. I had to double check that. I don't think he was. Well, his brother, he made his debut at the last East Coast trials, if memory serves me right. And that was only after, 6-8 months of training with our good friend Big J over on the East Coast. So it's possible. I just like to say statements and make sure that they are correct. Bradley and Watson are what's happening over on mat number 4. Salter and Silva still a scoreless affair, but here's the problem. Salter now is not put into a guard, which means he can start to move, which is where bad things happen. So Silva, no slouch. Again, training with Mason Fowler, training over at CTA with the Candyman himself, Caltera. So these guys are going to be prepared. That's not the issue. The problem is that now Salter is so adept at passing. So this will be a fun match to watch. I think we may be in on a leg entanglement here on mat number 4. So let's keep you posted on that. But Jay Brasco versus Bondini, which seems over here. Is he wearing the BJJ Fanatics rash guard? Fascinating. I have not seen that rash guard really worn in competition since BJJ Fanatics had a team at Kinetic, which is, if people remember, what Uriah Faber was doing as a team grappling event. And I love me some team grappling. So I hope they bring more team grappling events into it, which, by the way, I just commentated one of them, and that was Subversive, which was dope. But I love that quintet style. Gordon Ryan, though, over here coaching. So it looks like Bondini is who is coaching. Could be wrong on that. I don't follow him like the rest of you goons. Salter and Silva, still scoreless. 50 seconds left to go. That's going to be an interesting finish to whatever their match is here. Meanwhile, mat number 4, Bradley is stuck in leg lock purgatory. He's not tapping. He's just stuck. Fascinating. Well, Bradley has had some very fun moments throughout the tournament as well. So I think this is an interesting place to see him, but he's not sweating it, which, yeah. And if you guys have seen some of his matches before, they are spectacular to watch. He's been in some of my favorite match of the weeks in months past here on the show. So definitely love to give due props to that young man. I think Watson, though, is just at this point almost about to perform surgery on that leg. You know it's bad when like these notifications you get on your phone say this person's on, like, say TikTok or Instagram, you should follow them. I have so many different accounts This one just said, "Hey, Rafa Sparza is on. You should try and follow him." And I'm like, "I'm Rafa Sparza. I don't need to follow me. I'm good." We're in overtime. This probably favors Salter, so I'm a little nervous for Benji at this point. There is a pass that is not going to be scored because it's not the time yet. You got to split the time in half before you get to the scores, but that's going to be a lot of pressure to handle. Could be a submission. Arm in danger. Using it to take the back. Maybe an arm bar. He does get the tap. I was like, well, I don't know why. Yeah. Excellent transition work, though. All right, here we go. We're going to raise a hand over here, everybody. Congratulations are in order. Some cheerses, some well wishes. Bondini. Yeah. No, I think he was coaching Bondini. Yeah. Because he went to go see the other coach first to congratulate him, which is usually customary. But grapplers also sometimes get confused after a long match where they're like, oh, who am I going to shake this guy's hand? Yeah. Yeah, John Salter's going to. It's okay. You know what it is? You're combining their names. So it's like you just literally look at it and you go, John Slater, Salter, Silva. A lot of S's. Bradley now is out of leg lock purgatory, and I want to say he could work toward a pass. The problem is he's got 10 seconds, so we're going to go to overtime on that one as well. John Salter coming in. 1 minute, 6 seconds left to go. Benji's going to have to put in some major work here. It's got to be a submission or a major, not just takedown, but a takedown into something else to secure a win. Otherwise, the best he can hope for is a tie here. And Devontae Johnson versus Dick Rising. I should also mention before I say that I'm illiterate, so. But Dick Rising and Devontae Johnson. All right, we're in guard now for Silva, which means 2 more points have been added to John Salter's total. Y'all, this has been a very interesting ADCC trials. I'm trying to figure out who's made the biggest impression thus far in. But I am seeing, we know you love you. Oh, that's so nice, Dale. Thank you. Even Mason, have a good day, and we'll be checking in to you later. Yeah. Mason has watched our shows where we weren't rooting for him and had words for us. In one of our interviews, we all got to pick a person that we thought was going to win a tournament. And Mason came on our interview and goes, "Why didn't you guys pick me?" And I go, "Why? Do you care?" And he's like, "Well, no." And I go, "It sounds like you cared." He goes, "No, I want to know why you didn't pick me." And I go, "You went home and watched the replay of us watching you?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Well, you suck. That's why. But you didn't suck today. Normally you suck." But he's been on a tear, man. I would say he's almost been undefeated for an X period of time in major competitions. So, props to that man. Eek! All right, what else do we have to blame for daylight savings, Octavio? We have the bulb salespeople. I'm going to say... Ryan Aiken. Yes, Combat Jiu-Jitsu champ himself. Interesting. Aiken is a monster, and I do wonder what happens when you have to give up the slapping. And you go, "Oh, man, I really like slapping people. But now I got to do regular jiu-jitsu." Yeah. No, but that's a gentleman's agreement they come to at a certain point. All those 10p for lifers are always like, sometimes, but most of the 10pers have that like, "Hey, man, you not going to hit me, I won't hit you." Okay. Join in. What else do I have for you guys? I have some notes here. Yep.
And only 6 have won.
Okay, only 6 have won, but
About 50-50.
but some of them were going against each other.
I still count them as another person. It still counts as a person without a rash guard.
Wait, how's it count as a person without a rash guard? If 2 people who have no rash guards go against each other, only one can advance.
Yes.
Okay.
They're eliminating each other.
But it doesn't disprove the theory. It just means that one of them does advance. You also have to take it out of the equation. You have to readjust the settings for those statistics. No, I know you're not going to do it. I'm just telling you it's inaccurate. Yeah, I mean, technically you're the statistics guy on the show. I'm using tally marks. My other favorite thing that you're doing is you go, it's about 50%. I didn't get the calculator out to double check it. It's vaguely 50%. It says there can only be one. Yes. Yes, Highlander rules are always in fashion. Uh-oh.
Oh, I poke on Matt number 3.
No, Matt number 3, Devontae Johnson, I poke. Damn. He's shrugging it off, though. He seems to be just fine. I would definitely be playing that up like I'm Colby Covington, needing a few minutes to get a rest in. Ow, my eye. Oh, yeah, please just let me stand here. I don't want to get beat in the face. Ow, my eye. Can you see? I can, but ooh, it hurts. Ow. That's essentially what was happening. Pat Downey and Ramos on mat number 4. Downey has been, I wouldn't say a surprise, but it's been a nice venture for him. You know, he's gotten a lot of flack from jiu-jitsu people because when you go up against Gordon Ryan, you're going to look like trash, obviously. It says Jamie, pull that shit up. It held that one for review. That's really funny. Wes had asked me if I allow that comment to happen. God, I really do appreciate that. Ryan Aiken, he is passed, although his opponent, Banghart, which, by the way, sounds like a Braveheart porn version. I'm going to repeat that one for Octavio. I think that one's too good. Dude over here on mat number 2. See his name right there? Can you read what that name says? Up at top. C.
Banghart?
Yeah, that's the porn version of Braveheart.
So what happened in Banghart?
No response.
Will that be another porn movie?
Yes. It will be the sequel to it. This is the way to take out Pat Downey is through a heel hook, and congratulations to Ramos. We'll give you a cheers in a second here, but yeah, that's what you got to do.
You know he took out Pat Downey?
Yeah, he took out Pat Downey. And listen, dude, we gave enough props to Pat Downey, but jiu-jitsu has to continue on. Take your wrestling and get on out of here, bud. Boo. Just kidding. I mean, we're glad you're here, but also, you know, jiu-jitsu is cooler than wrestling. Let's just be clear.
But when you throw in pure wrestlers into it, it makes it for a really fun.
Oh, it's terrible, man. Fuck you guys with your good wrestling.
It really pushes the pace for the regular grapplers.
It really, really does. Okay.
Which makes it exciting.
It does. Johnson's doing okay, but they're into overtime, so him and Dick Rising over on that side. Meanwhile, Banghart and Aiken. Aiken working the pass here. He might be able to secure it. Does look like Banghart wants to attack this leg. I don't know how much success he's going to really have with it. His entanglement is on the outside. Oh, no.
I think they broke a chair.
They did break a chair. R.I.P. the chairs. Listen, Tom DeBlas, don't pretend like someone else is to blame for that. That's you, bro. Tom is like, how did you let this happen on my watch? It's so dumb. Tom, you're supposed to keep the big boys away from the rest of civility. Oh, my God. Yeah, he literally just goes, yeah, put him through the chair. You know what it was?
Ladies match on
We do have our first ladies match there. We've gotten to the tables, ladders, and chair portion of the ADCC trials now, apparently. Let me see. Grappling hour. I think we're about to get our food. I think it's about to show up, Octavio, so keep an eye out for that. All right, thank you. Octavio's gone from being a director of the show to, I'm really just in charge of food at this point. Then Octavia's going to leave, eat the food. Yep. And Matthew. What the fuck are they doing on mat number 3?
Did they crash into the mat?
Oh, God. Yeah, I think they crashed into the camera. Extreme close-up gone wrong. Oh, we got a finish over here. Oh, hold on. I think I actually got a call. Hello. Yeah, so you want to do the back entrance. It's like with the orange post behind it. He's still talking to me. All right, the things we have to do while on air, my friends. Directions couldn't be more clear, but definitely happy to get some food. Hey, Ryan Aiken is going to advance. Congratulations. He beats Banghart. And Johnson and Dick Heising make their way on back out to the crowd. The crowd is an active participant in this match. This is going to be a rough one to score, guys, because I think it's going to come down to referee's decision, and I think both of them are just trying to put in a little bit of an argument in terms of the wrestling, just to put in a little bit of effort to see what they get out of it. And we expire on time for ADCC Day 2. All right. Eesh, I tell you guys, it has been hard out here for a pimp. Is it my burrito? No, but I did get an extra one, Wes. I will tell you that. So, unfortunately, it's not for you. All right. Kendall in dominant position, maybe looking for a submission here. Devontae Johnson is flexing on them hoes right now. He might be the winner of this. We're going to wait and see, everybody. And then you've got Grandy and Moore on mat number 1, or mat number 2, depending on what you're watching. But yeah, there are only 3 mats going. They're still calling it mat 2, 3, 4. Johnson and Dick Heising are giving themselves due props. That's a tough match, man. A lot of respect for both of those competitors. Grandy and Moore slowly advancing. Seems like the referees, though, are really deliberating as to who they think won that one. It's been a long time to get a response, but you know what? Got a response. Kendall. You just sold him on jiu-jitsu? You literally sold our Uber guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tip him more if he comes back.
He's gonna try to come back. He says his nephew's gonna tell his nephew to come here.
Okay. That's pretty funny. My man went to go just get food and upsold the dude. How do the burritos look? Look okay? All right. Yeah, same thing. All right. The burritos come to us today from, let's see here. Let's see what the name of this place was again. Compliments of, oh, what's the name of it? Toasties? Oh, Toasties Breakfast Burritos. Could it possibly bother?
Napkins that feel like sandpaper.
Oh my God.
Paper napkins. Here you
Hey, sandpaper napkins. Like, you ever been to a restroom where this is the only, like, toilet paper? That's what this looks like. Can I possibly bother you for a LaCroix? I think it's one of my passion fruit ones that I got. Mm. Wait. I thought they already did overtime.
Quadruple overtime.
Doing quadrupes overtime. Novak and Jones happening. Mat number 4. Yep, they're still going at. Grandy and Moore giving you more. I see that dude now. He's going to tell his nephew. Okay.
Did he message that?
No.
On the thing? Okay, I thought he also sent you a message.
No, but I took a look at him. I profiled him. I wanted to follow up and do my due diligence because I was wondering if I was going to give him a bigger tip. I'm not. I see here, Let's Go Joe. Is it My Burrito? Toasties. They're the burritos with the mosties. Stop it, Wes. Boo. That reminds me. Cheers goes on out to Kendall. You're the best. Can't wait to see what you do next round. Cheers. I think Devontae Johnson's going to make a pretty good argument for going ahead. It's not like a firm takedown, but it's like that kind of, fuck. I think you're going to win. And I like that Dirk Heising is looking at him like, what am I supposed to do from here, man? I can't move. Devontae goes, exactly. All right. Talk to me, people. Tell me what you're feeling, thinking. Are you even awake right now? What are you guys doing right now? Johnson gets the 2 points. Good for him. Yeah, this isn't bad. I like this one. Do you like it better than the one yesterday? I think so too. You know what the thing is? What's that?
I've only had one bite, but so far already better.
That's the nice part about this. I don't ask for much on my burritos. The simpler, the better, usually. All right, we got a triangle situation on mat 4. Johnson has secured 4 points now. Grandy, 3-0. You're sleepy. Yeah, I don't understand why you get up to watch this, Wes. If I were you, I'd do the replay. If I wasn't pot committed to this, I would more than likely be asleep right now. Just saying. But that's how committed I am to you guys. I show up. And somehow I'm still awake after all this time on the air. All right, we're looking to see. I think, Wes, you sent me the brackets yesterday. Aha! Flow Arena. Our thanks to Wes yesterday for sending this to us. I don't understand, though, on here why they're wrestling emojis on that. Doesn't make any sense. Results, brackets. Let's go negative 66 kg. Okay. Coming up next, we got a few things, but I'm going to try and highlight what should be in front of you. Johnson got a stalling, I think, penalty, but he's still going to win because he's 4-0 and is trying to take the back. Might have an arm bar, but 4, 3, 2, 1. He advances. All right, what do I have for you? In the next round, we are going to see Grippo versus Tagalog, Kokorian versus Eddie, Cole versus Martinez. That should be fun. And Junie versus Corby. Okay, those are some good matches. I'll get you to the 77 in a second. Meanwhile, that's pleasant. But you know what the dumb part is? Listen to how loud this napkin is. That should tell you how not good it is. I gotta fucking mute this shit when I'm fucking using it. It's all for Keithy K. Yeah. because Flo was the worst. Yeah, no shit, man. Do you ever try not making fun of Flo only to find yourself immediately making fun of Flo again? I do. Constantly. I'm always like, I don't set out to make fun of you guys. And if I do, I want to roast you lightly. And then all of a sudden they do something really dumb. And I go, fix your camera. Okay. Mat number 2. Rafferty, Enriquez. Enriquez on the hunt. Rafferty might be in trouble here. Rafferty actually staying very calm in the situation, but Enriquez is trying to load up on several leg entanglements here. Brianna St. Marie going up against Egan on mat number 3. And Novak and Jones still taking place. Jones is ahead 6-0. It looks likely she will advance. Oh my God, that's so funny. Can you pull up this comment? It says, eat, bro. That's on us for being too cheap to buy the actual stream. Finally, one person that's nice on the internet. That's why I love our fans. Our fans are very understanding. Raph, you're fat. We know you need to eat. It's okay. So, do me a solid. Put on your headphones real quick. Oh, you don't have a monitor on this, right? I was just saying, the worst part about these napkins are how loud they are for this. I was like, bro, that's how you know it's a bad napkin. Which, fine, but when I'm fucking this close to the microphone and you hear this, that's bad audio experience for our audience. Flo was created by Helio. It's a great
Don't tarnish his name.
You know what? Helio.
He was on the last
He was on the last one, but you know what? He's also behind Daylight Savings. But then there's also Helio. Because this time I'm actually putting Helio with the hard R as the main culprit. It says it's like ASMR, but worse. It is the opposite of ASMR. People listen to our show to get more stressed. You can throw that one up. All right. Peak and Quillen on mat number 4. I have to give that photog credit. There was a photog right next to the mats when the action was coming his way. Just turned the other way. Like, that was his defensive counter, was to go, dink, dink. Just goes. Meta Morris woke. You know what? Meta Morris was before Facebook went to Meta. I think you're onto something, Dave. Come. What you're onto, don't know, but I think you're onto something. Yeah, this burrito's fucking hitting it for me today. I'm feeling this shit. All right, Rafferty, Enriquez, 0-0. Brianna, 0 points. That should change soon. 3 points, just did. Peak and Quillen. I like the idea that Tom is a referee. Tom Sellamore, good people. Love that kid. I also like that we've lost viewers as I'm eating, and I understand. We'll get you back. Brianna St. Marie now to 9 points. Jesus. She's hitting that cheat code shit right now. She could be en route to a submission. Knowing how Brianna rolls, that's not going to be great. Oh, blah. might get more points. Stream for Mat 3 is now just rebuffed. It was on hold for a few seconds. The slide production, man. Ridiculous. Enriquez pulled ahead here, 3-0. I think Enriquez is looking pretty good to advance. Oh, God. Brianna St. Marie is essentially just punching this gift wrap, too. Look at that. The fist that she has underneath that's now severing way to her. She did get out, but what? She's ahead 11-0? Like, fam, you can do whatever you want. I'm good.
This is where the comeback stuff happens.
It is where the comeback happens. Problem with that is Egan's got to do a lot of work in 46 seconds. I have to say, does anybody else feel that these notes that say on Flow Grappling, chat with an expert, don't give you the most confidence because you just think to yourself, they don't have an expert. If they hadn't, yeah, there was a finish. I think Brianna, let me double check. I would tell you what the result is, but the stream is killed again, and Brianna, I believe, got the submission. We'll come back to that in a second. So
See how long it takes them to realize that the camera's off, is offset like that.
I don't know.
I would've noticed it immediately, but
I think we should.
oh, cool! Look, they leave it like that.
No, it's there. Okay, Fatima Klein, Trinity Pun.
This is another rematch.
Yes. These are two of the best young grapplers in America right now. It says the Flow app kind of spoils the matches beforehand. Uh-oh. That sucks. Campo and Harjo have a finish. Didn't see how it happened, but it did happen. This is going to be a fucking intense match. Pun, Klein, Matt, number 3. I see a Star-Lord, which means I might see a Keith. Yep, I do. Keith Corin, Matt, number 2. Peak and Quillen, still 0-0. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. It says there's a stream delay, but they update the scores, finishes beneath the video. Yeah, I've tried not to look at that. I normally just put on the mats and then just say I don't want to see anything else. Keith, yeah. Yeah, Keith, I'm so sorry, man. You got to do this. Ben Eddy, you let him in just about anywhere else. It's just giving him time and opportunity to go to his guard. Keith creating a very smart strategy here just to try and upset and go straight in on the legs on Ben Eddy, who is trying his best to control it, may try to re-chamber off of this, but Keith is like an assassin at this point. Meanwhile, back on Matt, number 3, a lot of technical prowess between those two, but there is a standstill at this moment. Keith is really not letting go of that leg. No, he really wants to do it. And he at this point said, all right, I got to let go of it. Keith Baby opting to play from guard, try to take one of the limbs very quickly. Interesting. Ben Eddy now going to play from on top, which actually I kind of like. Inverts, has a leg that he brings with him, comes up on it, and it says, that's what's called invisible jiu-jitsu, Dr. Coach Wes woke us. All right, we'll come back to Keith and Ben Eddy, 10P versus 10P crime that is happening before us. Ooh, just Pun and Klein, man. I have nothing but good things to say about both of these young ladies. Mm-hmm. Keith back on the leg attack over here on mat number 2. I mean, this is, again, a smart strategy for a number of reasons. I'll go over a couple of them. Number 1, if you potentially go to a decision, oh, we just streamed. Cool. Up. I have no clue. You know, it's funny, given the fact that when Flo put these cameras on tripods, they're the people who, when you look at where the tripod balance is, they just go, nah, I don't need it. I don't need it. That's not it. Good enough. I was mentioning why it's a smart strategy for Keith to come in guns blazing here. I think Keith knows there's a likelihood you could go to a decision with Benetti, but that if you are going to really put him in danger very quickly, you'll put him on the defense, which is going to make it seem like for the judges, you go to that decision, you're already in that place. In addition to that, it's going to make Benetti not rest on that, like, fall into your lull sort of jiu-jitsu, where a lot of people, when they get put in his guard, they just describe it. They're like, I don't know what just happened to me, dude. Fucking sucks. His guard is a massive secret weapon to have. Pete Colin may have a submission in overtime, but nope, it's lost. There is a negative